Returning once again to the Freedmen's Cemetery here in Mechanicsville on another August morning. Coming in here by bus, I learned how close the former Knoxville College is to the University of Tennessee. The two colleges are parallel to one another, if that's the right term. Ironically, there are two streets that sort of bridge the two colleges together. 17th Street, which runs from Fort Sanders to Mechanicsville, and then there is Western, which runs more from downtown to Mechanicsville, with 17th Street sort of bringing the two together. Oh, I love design. There is nothing like a beautiful design. And so, yeah, I think I spoke in the first post from Freedmen's about how Knoxville College and UT are, just next to one and just parallel to one another. But across town, I think I said. But they are parallel, and they are united by the city itself of Knoxville with Western Avenue and 17th Street, which I thought was really cool. In any case, I gotta buy that car. I'm here today in the shadow of, by the remains of Knoxville College here. Among the remains here in the Freedmen's Cemetery today, which many people referred back in the day as the Knoxville College Cemetery. Many people considered this is the Knoxville College Cemetery. And after a little bit of research that I hope I can present to you in a coherent manner, you will understand why this was once considered Knoxville College Cemetery. The entire history, for the most part, of Knoxville education for and by African Americans here in this East Tennessee town is here in this Freedmen's Cemetery. It's truly remarkable how many pioneers of Knoxville African American public education are buried here. It is astonishing. We really must start with this grave site here. Because this is where public education for African Americans in Knoxville began. This is the grave of Hugh Lawson, Chancellor, I believe it says. Lancet. And this is the gravesite of Laura Ann, wife of Hugh Lawson, Chancellor. Laura Ann, Chancellor. This woman here, her date's 1846, 1926. She was the first African American teacher in Knoxville. She opened a public school for African American children prior to the end of the Civil War. This woman had a public school opened called Burnside School in 1863 for African American children to attend. Is that remarkable? Laura Ann would go on to have children. And her children were also educators. One of them helped found the Carnegie Library in Knoxville for the black community, because the black community did not have a library. Knoxville had a public library, but not the African community. Laura Ann's son, Charles, I believe it was crucial in founding the Carnegie Library here in Knoxville. Charles was also a principal, an educator, much like his mother. This couple also had another son who was also a principal. And taught here in Knoxville. Chancellors are crucial to the development and the evolution of African American education here in Knoxville, Tennessee. They are everywhere. Many of the street names here in Mechanicsville and the institutions in Mechanicsville bear the Chancellor name. There's a Chancellor Street here in Mechanicsville. Truly something. Also here in Freedmen's Cemetery, in the glare of the Knoxville College remains, are many graduates of that college. John J. Johnson, Sr., a dentist, was a graduate. Much like his partner, Mr. Green, who both practiced here in Mechanicsville after graduation from Knoxville College. Doctors, educators, teachers, writers, activists. Among these ghosts here, the NAACP began in Knoxville. The Knoxville chapter. Among these tombstones here was the start of the Union for African American school teachers, public school teachers. Beck, Ethel Beck, and James Garfield Beck. James Garfield Beck also was a graduate of Knoxville College. Ethel Beck, his wife, supported a home for colored children, an orphanage here in Knoxville. In 1909, I believe it was. 1919. It is their home that today, their mansion on the hill, that today is the home of the Beck Cultural Center here in Knoxville. It was through their estate and the trust left by the Beck that the first and today the main African American Cultural Center here in Knoxville was established. It is in their former home. Truly something. And you can see why it was called, I hope, Knoxville College Cemetery. Because it was full of graduates. It was full of educators from Knoxville and around the South who came here and started so much of the African American community here in Knoxville. truly blows my mind how crucial this cemetery is to Knoxville, Tennessee.